Hey everyone, Jodas here, and today we're reviewing the Transformers War for Cybertron's Kingdom Voyager Class Series 2 Dinobot by Hasbro 2021. I got this one at I think it's a local Walmart, or I think it's a Walmart or Target. Bought this a long time ago, back in 2021. So I got this one along with the Maxwell's from Season 1. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a package, so I just threw it away, so that was the case, so I apologize. So here is Dinobot. Now, Dinobot is one of the most iconic characters from the Beast Wars TV series. It became the most beloved fan favorites. So, Dinobot is he's a former of the dark side of Predacons, who would later betray him, he later joins Maxwell as a traitor, who later betrayed the Predacons, who later betrayed him, he joins the Maximals in the second episodes. He's around and tired from seeing the character arcs, and he died in the episode, the end of season 2, but I'm not going to spoil it in this one. So here, he did actually appear from Transformers War for Cybertron, the animated Netflix, which he appears from the end as the Earthrise, and then the continued large role from season 3, also known as Kingdom. So I'm not going to spoil it about this character, so that's what I thought this is. Dinobot is one of the most popular characters from the 90s, is this one. So here's Dinobot in his Velociraptor mode. It does looks pretty accurate. None of it's 100%. Doesn't look 100% show accurate. Very accurate. Either the Beast Wars or War for Cybertrons. Really like this thing. The only complaint I don't like, he has a butt. It looks like he has a foot on his butt. So, speaking of which, let's take a look at the Beast mode's head. The headstone of the Beast... The Beast looks accurate. It has little eyes that are white. Nice little detail on this. It does have a mouth open. It's kind of hard. It's kind of mouth open, not open. A nice little detail. It's got teeth. It has the tongues are red. It's kind of tongue is kind of hard to see. It looks pretty nice. The details. Now, particularly for Dinobot and his Velociraptor mode as well. It does have. Now, the head does not move. You can't turn. His neck can't move because of transformation. It does go up and down because transformation. His mouth can open. I really wish it would be nice that Dynamo's head will move because it's a connect. And his arms goes up and down, goes in and out that much. He has elbows, and his ball joint was wrist can rotate. And his legs, it can't go. His legs towards the neck. It does go now. Look like this. Whoop. And now look like it's crashing down. His knee is going from side to side. And speaking of hand, the one thing I really don't like this beast one, his hands are weird. It looks like his hand looks like down, looks like this. This is kind of awkward. It's supposedly like it's like for some reason. Yeah, it's supposedly like a Verosa terrorizing. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing. This one. Now this Dino mode is about a little bit 5.5 inches. Here's a 5.5 inches, of course. Oh, I almost completely forgot that if you saw my review of Tigertron, let's say there's a size comparison in I mentioned before we get transformation. This here seems about six inches. Yes, 6 inches, not 7 inches. So it's my apologize to see. The transform to Dinobot is take this tails off. We'll second that. Then let's take a unpeg it there and say there's a head there. First to do is connect to his here. Just that. Then to do is just unpeg here. And you can see there's the legs here. Let's unpeg his tail, rotate around. Let's start to his connect to his close. We'll snap the piece. Man over here, and oops. There's the rotate around. Then first you rotate around like that. Then what do is you can see now see that will connect goes right connect. Now next we'll connect with rotate around. There's a little connect. Next one is this little thing is going to see that connect. Now, really careful. Now, you're supposed to connect. Well, you don't see it. It's a little hard to see. Then rotate. Start rotate down. Rotate like that. Do exactly the same. And that's about it. So here is Dinobot in his robot mode. This figure stand is only, I believe, is 6.5 inches because he's really taller. Now, size comparison, he is pretty taller of the Optimus Primal. Now, if you watch the show of the Beast Wars, he is huge. He's taller of the rest of Maximals. Here's next to the Rat Trap. He's pretty tiny, shorter. Here's next to Cheetor. So he is pretty taller with this. Now, if you watch the shows, Rat Trap. Now, Cheetor or Dinobot is pretty taller. Now, as for head sculpt figure itself, let's take a look at the better head sculpt. The head sculpt for Dinobot is kind of hard to see. It's pretty hard to see. The head sculpt of Dinobot looks. Sorry about how hard to see that was. Sorry about it. It's kind of hard to see. Sorry about the camera. The head sculpt looks pretty show accurate. It does pretty much a show accurate. It does 100% in the anime series looks. He looks really close. The only kind of wish is more detailed paint. The rest of the body looks pretty nice. The detail is the chest. I like eyes of the chest. The only downfall is colors is, compared in the show, it's more show accurate, but the robots, or not robots, the War for Cybertron TV series. So nice the detail is. The rest of the back, there's nothing in the back, so overall it does look pretty show accurate. This I like how it has a detail. It's got a skull on his guts in this one's. Articulation for Dinobot, he does get head can rotate 360 degrees, ball joint, it does get up and down, side to side. Its arms goes up and down, goes in and out that much. It also goes in and out. He has a bicep swivel. Then the elbow, it does get wrist can rotate. It does get hand movement, fingers. It does get swivel waist movement. One that looks like a Phil Lewis. His leg is forward and back. It can't go out back because his butt goes in and out. Can't go backwards because his butt. He has a thigh swivel because it's a little tight. Then at the knee, ends this ankle finish sides. It does go side to side. So that's about, yeah, nice little posable articulations. But the thigh sole is really tight, but gotta be careful, don't get breaks in pieces. Now, and speaking of pieces, of course, the weapons you get. Now this is a tail connect. You try and take it off, and take them off, and shows the reels of swords and weapons. So nice little cool connect. Take them off. You got Dino Blade has a shields with a royal blade. Sadly, you cannot rotate. And he comes with Dinobot his own sword. Now, my biggest complaint was that it's accurate, but the Dinobot sword, it's on a wrong color. His blades are purple. It's on a wrong color. It's supposed to be white. Now, in the show, yeah, it's on the wrong color, but in the show, he's supposed to be white metal blade, whatever. So that's kind of disappointment. I guess I might as well paint that sometime. So the weapons hold it. It's got a little hole. You actually hold weapons to looks like this sort. Sadly, the other things, you cannot put it, connect this here. The only connect is here. That was. As for other hands, it does get. You have Dinobot is holding his repaired blades. Now, there's a variant for Dinobot's variant. There is a variant for Dinobot. First one is, I think it's at Target exclusives. I believe it's at Target exclusives. I think it's called Toy Deco Dinobot. So, I think it's called Toy Deco Dinobot. That we saw a picture, which I do not have. This figure is the same mold, except new head, which is based on the vintage Dinobot's head, which is this version Dinobot. It's actually based on the vintage figure from Vintage Toy. That was a Buzzword Boneless Target exclusives. So I did not get this one, so I decided to stick with this version. There's another one. There's a 2-pack. I think it's a 2-pack with, I think it's a Mirage 2-pack. I can't. There's a 2-pack with, I think it's called Grimlock figure. I think it's the Amazon exclusives. That came with 2-pack with Mirage. Yes, I'm correct. So that was look same mold, except new head, which is actually, it's based on the also inspired by Toy Deco, the vintage Dinobot. So yeah, that was kind of similarities. And sadly, it does not come with the Golden Desk, which is disappointment. It would have been nice to come with the surgeries. So there's my review. Overall, this is probably the coolest figure, probably the best one figure of the series. I mean, if you're a fan of Beast Wars, I think it's definitely pick this up. Now, there is a masterpiece Dinobot. We saw a picture. He's kind of expensive. He is extremely expensive. So I didn't get him. He's just pretty rare and expensive. So yeah, hope you enjoy this one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.